God, I know I'm weird that I left the live stream so that I can restart. But you know what? For me, like, okay, there's room to error because of course I'm not perfect and like I don't actually when it comes to technicalities and stuff like that, I'm not the best, but I try to like make sure like the little things that I can do that I do, you know. Yeah, and I am having internet from HE double toothpick, my friend. Really bad internet. Wow. This thing is not even loading a page. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave my little girl in Kingston Town. Down at the market, you can hear ladies cry out along their heads they bear. Akira is so visionless, and the run is good. Anytime move, yeah. Okay, now I started a new live stream. When you join in, kindly say hi. Oh my god, and I'm so sorry, Thomas and whoever everybody else who was in there who didn't say hi. So sorry. I kind of like, I don't like I don't like, what is it called, inconveniencing you guys, or inconveniencing, I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope right now I can be seen correctly. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Omboy. Kindly say hi, like the live stream. Let me know what caught your attention today and how is your day going today. What are you doing today? Yeah, I just, for those of you who are following the World Cup, France versus Espanyol. I think I think Spain will win. Lutfunesa says hi. Hi, good to see you. Muhammad says, where are you from? Kenya. Where are you from? Okay, welcome to the live stream, guys. Like the live stream and subscribe. Let me know. Let's start with little questions. At least even we have something on the, we can be able to write on the screen. Okay, you're so nice. Am I? Thank you. Okay. I know I'm typing, you guys, you're like, what is she doing? Indonesia. All the way from Indonesia. Okay, good to see you. Okay, let us start playing this little game here. Is hot dog a sandwich? is hot dog considered to be a sandwich? I don't think so. You don't think so? Why? Okay, when you say if you think so, let me know why. If you don't think so, why? Because a sandwich is just basically bread with some fillings, and hot dog is that. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Omboy. I hope now you guys can be able to see me better. I think I'll stick to this. Whenever I have somebody who want to come on the screen, you guys have to request. Previously, I can see your room. Yeah, you can see my room. That's perfectly, that's actually okay. What is the time in Indonesia? You're so pretty. Thank you. Okay, is hot dog a sandwich? And when you guys answer that, we're gonna be building up to the next questions. I have to go bye. Okay, see you, see you. How do you Zenny TV? Zenny TV 247 says, how do you spell your name? Just the way it's written. You see, the name of the channel is my name. Well, spelling, that's how you spell it. Okay, guys, like the live stream and subscribe. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. Would you rather have more money or free time? Let's see what you guys are gonna say. Iwando Sambo says, no. Oh, is hot dog a sandwich? No. Okay, I think almost everybody is saying hot dog is not a sandwich. Would you rather have more money or free time? Would you rather have more money? For me, I think I'm gonna go with money. I am going to go with money, like, but I know for those people who already have money, or like even not so much money, like at least if you already have, you're already making money, but your day is busy, you never have free time. I think most people would say free time. But let's see, would you rather have money or free time? Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so sorry for those of you who were in the other live stream. I had to end it to start again. So anyway, here we are. Is hot dog a sandwich? Would you rather have money or free time? Let's go. Thank you. Zenny TV says thank you. Where are you watching me from? Zenny TV 247. 247. What is which country is 247? Down the way when the nights are gay and the sun shine daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston. Today I'm messing up with everything. It's not a country. Oh, it's not a country? Oh, okay. It's just a number. Oh, okay. It's just a number that you've chosen. Okay. Lufthansa says, I am back, okay? That's okay. Guys, keep liking the live stream. Hold me. Zenny says, free time. Oh, it's my mom's account. Ooh, okay. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, like the live stream. If you're watching this, like the live stream so that we can get started. Okay, let me sing this song. I'm not the best at singing, but at least you guys can listen to my whatever. Is it a cappella or what? Oh, free time. You'd rather have more free time than money. Why? Hold me like the river Jordan, and I will then say to thee, you are my friend. Carry me like you are my brother, Love me like a mother. Will you be there? Where he tell me, will you hold me? When wrong, will you scold me? When lost, will you find me? But they told me a man should be faithful and walk when not able and fight till the end. But I'm only one. Wow. Oh my god, this song is more complicated than I thought. But they told me. Ramazan says hi. Hi, good to see you. How are you doing? Okay, let's sing. Good singing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What did I want to do? You are fully visible. Thank you. And also, you know what? Thanks to you, because I wouldn't know that. I started the live stream again. Thank you, Thomas. You're still watching the game. What minute are you at? Oh, what's the time? Are you guys at halftime or whatever? Okay, and there's a question down there. Okay, is hot dog a sandwich? And then, would you rather have more money or free time? Let me know. La 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 la. So what we're gonna be doing, if one day maybe you want to come on the screen to say hi to me, you have to tell me maybe before, or you can tell me on a previous live stream, so that we start the live stream that way. Otherwise, okay, Thomas, hot dog is not a regular sandwich. What is it? But I think coming from a German, I think I shouldn't argue, because sandwich is you guys' thing. I think the first time I ate a sandwich, I was already an adult. Like, the first time I ate a sandwich was when I was in university. I had never eaten a sandwich. I was like, but see, okay, even a hot dog. The first time I ate a hot dog was in university. Like, but see, now thinking back about it, there's a time that I used to take like 2 breads. Yeah, I could take a bread and then I would just put cabbage in between and then put another bread on top and just I don't know if that counts as a sandwich. Well, the farm hunter says what? Yeah. So you have to understand that I'm Kenyan and sandwich is not a dish that we have here. Like, okay, it's there, but this is not something that you'll find in the villages. So the first time I ate a sandwich was as an adult. Actually, I ate a burger as an adult also. Yeah. Pizza, I ate also. Pizza. I even ate pizza as an adult, really. And I don't like it. Even cheese. Oh my god. Now I'm realizing it's almost like everything. Dama says is unhealthy. Oh, the hot dog is unhealthy. Maybe be silent to starve. Okay. Unhealthy. Okay, guys, I just realized, I think I had the pizza, I had it at the age of 20 or 21. I think so. My first pizza, and I didn't like it. First of all, like, I just feel like it tastes so bad. And my parents, they had a pizza in their 50s, I think so. The first, yeah. So we come from a whole different society. A whole different society. I think that, some things that are regular to you are not regular to us. Like, yeah, I do not like pizza. Maybe the one that they cook here is not the real one, but oh god, it tastes awful. Maybe it's the yeast or the cheese. I don't know what I didn't like, because I like burgers, but pizza, no, I don't like. Ooh. Okay, Piano Man. Guys, keep liking the live stream and subscribing. Let me know how you guys are doing. How is your week? Doma says, I like a juicy steak. I also know it's unhealthy. Okay, I like a steak. Yeah, I think a juicy steak, that one is unhealthy. But is it worth it? I think it is worth it. Okay, I think first of all, one of the reasons, I think in the US, we did a research. I did a research and I saw almost 70% of Americans are obese. Almost 70%. Because for example, out here, like fast food, we consider fast food to be expensive for us. Like for example, burger goes for like 1,000 shillings, and for most of us it's like, why would I pay all of that? So we end up not eating that. Yeah. Next, let me type the next question. I think I have a bunch of questions today, but it will depend with how long we are gonna. Okay, what childhood habit should adults bring back? Ooh, Eves, my good friend, what's going on in here? We are literally just getting started. First of all, maybe you can. There's two questions. I think there's already two questions now. Three. Is hot dog a sandwich? I think that's just to like get the minds going. Also, another question: would you rather have more money or free time? Another one: what childhood habit should adults bring back? Okay, I asked somebody that and they said respecting adults. Okay, like for example, like right now, what we are saying is even for an adult to be for elders to be respected, they also have to respect themselves. So, what childhood habit should adults bring back? Okay, and what's going on down there, Eves? How is I do you say Seattle? I even forgot. I think I took so long to start the live stream. I was having a headache. Then I'm like, why am I having this headache? Okay. Then I just realized why I'm having the headache is because I didn't have tea for the whole day and I'm addicted to caffeine. So, haha. No, for me, it's not more coffee, it's tea. I'm addicted to caffeine. I'd take the money. If I had more free time, I'd end up making money anyway. Wow. Okay, so you would take the money. Honestly, I also said money because I feel like everybody, especially, I feel like everybody would say free time just because that seems to be more politically correct. But at the end of the day, I think money can give you that type of. When you have more money, you can even pay more. You can pay people to do the things that you're supposed to be doing, and then as a result, you have a lot of free time. Okay, more coffee. Marcus says, I rebuke headaches in the name of. You rebuke headaches in the name of Messiah, Jesus Christ, the name. Okay. How are you doing, Marcus? Okay, you just joined in and you started rebuking. Build up money in ETFs, then let it compound so I could stop working so much. Okay, God, can you imagine? It's so sad that like we usually stop working when we are almost dying. Like you stop working at, let's say, 65 or whatever that age is, And it's like you only have like 10 years because, okay, even if you're gonna enjoy your retirement, it's like 5 years, and then there you are. You can't go nowhere, you can't do anything. I'm going to retire soon. Okay. So 10 years early. 10 years early. Can you do that in a government job? I don't think, like, out here you cannot do that. If you decide to quit early or to retire early, they are going to maybe stop you, or you will not get retirement benefits. Will you get the retirement benefits if you do that? Okay, I don't know how it works in like Germany, Europe, or maybe even in the US. I don't know, but I think out here, for those who are government employed, you have to stop working when they say you have to stop working, so that you can get the retirement benefits. Okay, and guys, like the live stream, depends upon the entity and the terms of the pension. Okay. Okay. Also, even the private entities out there also is permanent and pensionable. Wow, interesting. Professional pieces, hot dog is a vegetable back in the day. Wow. Really? Okay, first of all, I think I told you all that. I had my first sandwich when I was in university, my first hot dog when I was in university. So it's just out of curiosity, like, is it a sandwich? Says is a vegetable back in the day. I don't work for the government though. I'm not a full employee for them. I'm a contractor. Oh, you work under a contract, so you retire on your own terms. Okay, and if you're watching this, guys, like the live stream. Natora says hello, Natora, Natora Git. How are you doing? Where are you watching me from? How is your week going? Today is on Tuesday. Is it on Tuesday? Let me check. Is today on Tuesday? I honestly, for some reason, it feels like it's Friday for me. I am just tired. Feels like it's Friday. If I took full-time employment, I'd have to work at least 5 years to be fully vested. Wow. Okay. So you would rather not have full-time? What is the best type of employment, like permanent and pensionable or contracts? Natasha says, I'm from India, but now watching FIFA World Cup. Okay, I think there's also other people who are watching the World Cup here. For example, Thomas is watching all the way from Germany. I think you're watching France versus Spain. France versus Espanol. How is it going? Hollywood Status says, hey mom, do you know me? Yes, I do. I remember you. How are you doing? It's been a minute before I saw you on the live stream. How is it going? You can answer the questions on the screen. I think we have almost 3 questions. Eve says, in the US, probably full-time, because that comes with health benefits. More money on contract though. Okay, let me tell you. I was looking at, can you imagine in the US, if you don't have an insurance, a health insurance, you can die out of debt, like, because like everything, like when it comes to hospital, and this is real people that I know, like you have a bill of $10,000, God, and you are just there for a day. I don't think you can, like out here, for example, I do not have any insurance because I'm not employed, okay? But anytime that I'm sick, I can just go into the hospital, and let's say they will just charge me. For example, the last time that I was sick, a few weeks ago, I paid $200 for registration. $200 is like $1 and like 70 cents. Okay, so I paid $200 for registration to see the doctor, and then I saw the doctor. So they wanted me to buy a particular medicine. I think I bought like 3 types of medicine, and all of them, the amount was like 2,000 Kenya shillings, which is like 2,000. How much is 2,000? It's like $15 or something. Very cheap. And I can just go into a hospital, any hospital, and as far as I can be able to pay that, you are treated. Not Oh, Thomas says, I don't work anymore either. The money works alone. Wow, that's a privilege. Okay, how do you have the money work? Or maybe whatever Yves is saying about ETFs, put the money somewhere and then it's just growing. You grow the money. And that was says, France 0 versus Spain 1. Okay. Tell me what you guys have. Which one do you think will win? I think I'm going with Spain. I don't know which Thomas is rooting for. I don't know what Thomas is rooting for, but I know he's watching. He's watching the World Cup. He's been watching actually. Hollywood says adults can benefit from bringing back positive childhood habits such as curiosity, playfulness, honesty, and celebrating small moments. These habits can improve happiness, reduce stress. Okay. How can what can adults do? What childhood habit should adults bring back? Especially the playfulness. I think when you become an adult, it's like all the fun is like suddenly life becomes so serious. You can't have a joke. You cannot just be. Yeah, I think the playfulness, honesty, also honesty, because why are children so honest? Like they should, a child is innocent and honest. I think that's also something else that we can do as adults more. Eve says, I have a SCA insurance and it's $700 per month. Wow. Affordable Care Act, which Obama created. Oh, you have Obamacare? $700 a month. Is that good or bad or in between? And what type of coverage does it give you? Like when you get sick, do you pay anything or you're just fine? Eve to us is it's expensive. Investing it. You can do that too, boy. Okay. Yeah, of course, I think I'm pretty much young, but I think it's good to have this information, especially because I do not want children. I I don't want to be 60 years old, do not have a child. So it's like, oh my god, nobody will take care of me, nobody will look after me, and then I'm just sitting there and bro. Hollywood says, from a strict definition, a hot dog can be considered as type of sandwich. In every language, however, most people simply call it a hot dog, not a sandwich. Okay, a hot dog. Okay, is a hot dog a sandwich? I think we had it from the German himself because I think is a sandwich a German dish, or where did sandwich originate from? I need to disconnect and move to my work laptop. I'll be back. Okay. Uh, a hot dog can technically be classified as a sandwich because it consists of filling served inside bread. Okay, yeah, I think that's why it can be considered. However, in everyday use and culinary tradition, it's generally recognized. Okay. Okay, it makes sense. I think there's also another question. Holy. What was the other question? Would you rather have more money or free time? That was the other question. What's one African country you would love to visit and why?
Can I ask a question?
Huh? Huh?
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
I'm posting my video. Not maybe. I mean, no, it's not for kids. And do I say yes, restricted, or do not restrict?
No, it's not made for kids. I think do not mark the other one. You don't mark the other one.
It's already marked. I can't take this. I can't take the check mark off.
Okay, can you please read to me?
Huh?
Read to me. What does he say?
Want to restrict your video to an adult audience? Yes or no? The first question was, yes, it's made for kids. No, it's not made for kids. I wrote, no, it's not made for kids. But then it says, yes, restrict my video to viewers over 18. No, don't restrict my video to viewers over 18. That's all. It's just a game. So
I think no, don't restrict. I feel like most children are the ones who are gonna be watching, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, no problem. You're fine. Pardon? Okay. I cannot hear you, but you're fine.
Fuck you. Thank you.
Okay. Oh. God, I think I'm lost with hey, you guys commented a lot. Okay. Holly says, what's other question? 2 questions. I think I just put the question up. What's one African country you would love to visit and why? Why are you not doing live daily? Daily waiting for you. Really? I always do lives daily. Like I think I'm always here. But okay, although there's some few days that I was not doing. Last week I was not filming. Holly says because this is my free time. Oh, okay. Kishan. Oh, Kishan, all the way. I think you said all the way from Jamaica. Hello, beautiful. How was your day? My day was nice and fine. Habibi, Messi or Ronaldo? I think I'll go with Ronaldo. Oh, you've returned? Okay, welcome back. We can talk after. Okay. One African country I would love to visit is Tanzania. It offers incredible wildlife in the Serengeti National Park, the chance to witness the Great Migration, beautiful beaches on Zanzibar. Yeah, I think okay, if I was to visit any African country, I would probably go with South Africa, but it's just because from what I hear is like South Africa is like different, and then they have season. It seems like South Africa is much different from other African countries, so I think I would go with South Africa. Yeah, I would choose South Africa. Although I have to say that the Zanzibar beach is really beautiful. Kishan says, I'm from Jamaica. Okay, I think I remember you. I got that right. Jamaica. What's the time in Jamaica? Holly says, the opportunity to see Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest mountain. Its rich culture, stunning landscape, and diverse experience make it a fascinating destination. Okay. Yeah, let me see. I think apart from South Africa, for me, I think I would go to South Africa just because it seems different. Okay, for those of you who are not from the continent, which country would you love to be? I think I already know Eves. He said Tanzania. Holly says, why Wambui? I'm waiting for you. Daily you are live, but you're not there. I'm always streaming. I'm always here. I think you need to be clicking on my profile, and then you click there and you can see if I'm live or not. I think I'm always filming. But he says, hey pretty lady, I'm still wondering. What are you wondering? Oh, if is hot dog a sandwich? Okay, how have you been? Please do live in this time. Oh, this time instead of the other time. Okay, I think most people have complained about me doing the live stream earlier than their regular schedule. So I think this will be our official time, late at night. Okay, I'll try. You know, sometimes it depends. It like maybe I'm already, but I think I'll be filming around this time because honestly, I also usually have a very active audience during this hour. So I kind of have to adjust my schedule to this hour. Uh, okay, what's a small luxury you refuse to live without? Damas, oh my god, France versus Spain, 0-2. I said Spain will win. Wow, which one are you rooting for? 0-2. Wow. Night only comfortable because it is free time. Okay, for all guys. Okay, so we have to agree. So you like me streaming at? I think now you think you are like the third person to say that you prefer when I stream at night. Okay, that is considered. I'll be streaming it even if I do during the day. I'll be making sure that I do it right. Okay, I just heard you. I heard you. Oh my God, France versus Spain. 0-2 for all guys, but you have to realize when it's nighttime in your country, for other people it's daytime. For example, it's right now it's daytime in the US, and my American audience, they are just popping in, although I think it works for them. Yeah, what was the other question? Okay, what's a small luxury you refuse to live without? Haha, timing will change countries to country. Yeah, you know, when I feel, but I feel like when I film at night is the best time for people in Africa and in Europe because it's nighttime here and it's nighttime over there. But then for people in like Jamaica, I think right now Jamaicans just woke up, or maybe it's like 11 or something. So see, but I think it all works out in the long run. What's a small luxury you refuse to live without? For me, I think small luxury I refuse to live without is internet. I think internet. Like, I don't know if I can exist. Like right now, I'm just waiting for the end of the month so that I can be able to change the internet that I'm having to a Safaricom one that's more stable and it's more, you can do more things with it. Like internet, God, I think it's so essential. It's so essential. Okay, it's not a basic need, but it's so essential. Yeah. Mimofa says, what's one African country I'd love to visit? Definitely the Republic of Wamboi. Name a country after Wamboi. And there I'll be. I'll bring chaos, peace at the same time. Matter of fact, I think I'm already in that country. The country of Wamboi. Oh, yeah. Hollywood Stella says, same to you. Internet and my gaming laptop and phone, small luxury. I think also a phone. A phone. A phone. Small luxury that I refuse to live without. Okay, if we can count humans, I would also say mother. Like my mother, like, oh my God. For example, I had not contacted her for a few days. I just went quiet and I was not contacting her. And then she texted me yesterday on WhatsApp, tell me you're okay. Who does that? Can you imagine the love of a mother? Same to you. Oh, you said same to you. Internet, gaming, laptop, and phone, small luxury. Small things. Doma says, I can't do without my holiday in Kenya and my girlfriend. Oh, she is so loved. Okay. Hollywood says, a good night's sleep. It's a small luxury that helps me stay healthy, focused, and ready for the day. Wow, now that we are talking about luxury, you realize there's so many things that we do not appreciate in our lives. Yeah, there's so many things because you can think about so many things that are small luxuries. It could be a phone, it could be internet, it could be your loved ones. Oh my god. Eve says beer. Wow, beer. Okay. So you can't live without beer. Do you have beer every other day? Like, do you have 24/7 or once in a while? Holy says, I'm a big fan of your smile. Now I'm gonna be blushing the whole live stream. Eve says every Saturday. Okay, every Saturday. Wow. I think that's like a routine, which is really nice. There's a lot of small luxuries. Everything, and especially if you've lived without something and then you have it, that's especially when you appreciate electricity. I grew up without electricity. In my village, we did not have electricity growing up, so we always used paraffin to light up. So we always used paraffin. So grew up without electricity. I also see electricity is a small luxury. You know, for some people who, if you've grown up with electricity your whole life, you've never gone without, you do not know a life without electricity, okay? But I've lived that life without electricity. So yeah, I think electricity is a luxury. Uh-huh. You truly kind person, one boy, because your talking way is very kind and good. Thank you, thank you. Doma says, I still know good times without the internet at that time. Lovely letters were written, okay? Yeah, but can you imagine right now? For example, the other day I received a package, somebody, so my partner mailed me a package from US to Kenya. Oh my God. And it was not a big one. We paid so much. Okay, he paid at USPS to mail it to me, and then when it got to Kenya, I had to pay tax on the package. So it's like, the fact is there was those lovely times where letters were working and parcels and stuff like that. But right now it's just the phone have simplified everything. Can't imagine texting somebody, especially for those who are dating inter countries, intercontinents, and then waiting 2 months later for them to message you back. Eve says electricity is just sort of expected here. Wow. Wow, you guys are living in the future. I think there's still people here in Kenya who do not have electricity up to date. So you still, for me, I think it's still a luxury, because, for example, in my village there's electricity, but it's not that reliable. Like, sometimes there will be, sometimes there will not be. So there's a lot of, I think, people from African countries, we can be able to name a lot of small luxuries, things that maybe are basic need in the Western world. Next one. Next question. Playing like God of War and GTA 5 and Call of Duty 007, James Bond. Okay. I do not, I am not a gamer. I do not enjoy. Okay, it's not like I do not enjoy gaming, but I'm just not a gamer, so I do not understand. What was that other question? Is it ever okay to wear pajamas in public? Okay. Thomas says handwritten texts are more likely to express his love in a romance way. Okay. And I think, you know what, when you write letters, they come from your heart. And then, okay, when you type something onto your phone, you mean it, but is that really you? Because when you write something, you feel it. That's why I still write in my diary sometimes. These days I've stopped writing because the possibility of somebody else reading my thought process is really wild. But yeah, the letters, yeah, take me back to the time where people used to write letters. And the other thing that I was gonna say, for example, with internet, like what can you not get out of internet? Like people are selling everything on the internet, like everything. There's nothing that you cannot find on the internet. Everything, be clothes, be anything that you want, you can get. Mm-hmm. Uh, Managing football and life. He always does that. I think that's really cool. Thomas always watch football and and he still watches the live stream. So yeah, hats off, brother. Uh-huh. Is it okay to ever wear pajamas in public? Okay. Sushi. Oh, all the way from Norway. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hollywood says, yes, wearing pajamas in public is perfectly okay for casual, quick errands like grabbing groceries or picking up mail. The key is choosing the right setting and styling them well. A tailored set. Okay. Okay. Like, for example, okay, I think when it comes to Africans, we literally usually overdo when it comes to dressing. We usually overdress. First of all, like there's a time that I went for vacation in Mombasa, and everybody who was over there, oh, live goal. I have a notification, live goal. Who scored? Oh, France 0-2. Okay. So it's like everybody over there, all other people are just dressing casually. For us Africans, we have to literally overdo for some reason. Thomas says it's a drinking break in Dallas. Oh, France. Okay. The fact that you're following and you followed the whole entire live stream. So she says, Jambo, hi. Jambo means hi, hello in Swahili. I taught him in the other live. I don't know if you are he or she. In the other live stream, I taught him how to say that. It means hi or hello. So what is Jambo? Hi. Yeah, it's hi or hello in Swahili. Mm. Okay. Let me put a question on the screen. Did you message me? Is it important? Oh, okay. Okay, I was just wondering. Okay, dream vacation spot. Let us update our vacation stops. While you're tapping on keyboard, it's oh, I know. I think people have told me that before. But you know what? I like pissing you off and typing in my phone. I know. Wow. Dream vacation spot. Let's update our vacation. I forgot that place that I had said that like I was going to update to be my dream vacation spot. Okay. Doma says, if I were to walk around in public with pajamas, I would have been declared crazy and locked away. Wow. Is it illegal in Germany to do that? My dream vacation spot is the Maldives because of the crystal clear water, peaceful beaches, and beautiful overwater villas. It's the perfect place to relax, enjoy nature, and create unforgettable memories. Okay, Sushi, where are you from? I think you asked me from the other live stream. I said Kenya. I am Kenyan. Where are you from? Or maybe I'm confusing you with another person. Greece. You know, I want to visit Greece for some Kenya fans assemble. Wow, Greece. You know, Greece. Who does not want to go to Greece? I think I have a new liking for Greece. Uh, wow. Wow. This is exactly my dream vacation is Kenya to meet you. Okay, that's really sweet. But don't you want to like maybe see something specific? I think Kenya is one of the most people's vacation destination, especially like Diani. There's beautiful beaches in Kenya. For those of you who like wildlife, there's a lot of wildlife that uh you can do in Kenya. But I don't think Kenya is my dream vacation destination. How can I dream about going to a place that I'm already in? Okay. I think I've said this before. Like right now, I think also Greece is amazing, but I think I've said the Caribbean so many times. The first time that I get money and start traveling, I think I'll go to the Caribbean. Uh Greece, okay. Yes, I have also dream vacation. This is also okay. Dama says my destination is still Jamaica, but Kenya. But Kenya is clock it. You know what? I think we have the same destination for vacation. I think I've always said that like when I get my first money, I'll go to Jamaica. I will visit Jamaica. First of all, I think they are literally the definition of what black is. Beautiful people. I feel like Jamaica, they live in the world of freedom. Kenya have big buildings. Okay. Steven Slatter, how are you doing, my good friend? Cambodia Cape Beach. I don't know where that is. Let me research. Cambodia. Let me type that. I don't know where that is. Cambodia. But you know, you realize most of the places that we want to go, we will maybe leave this world without ever going. Maybe because of financial issues. That's why I usually say that like money is literally wow. Cambodia is, oh my god, this is really beautiful. Which country is this? Cambodia. I don't know if I can show. I have uh-huh. I have to get my girlfriend back from Canada to Kenya first. Okay. What if she wants to live in Canada? You know, I think for us who are Kenyans and then we see foreigners wanting to retire in Kenya, we are like, what is beautiful in Kenya for you guys to retire here? Like, okay, so let's check on Cambodia. This is how it looks like. I think it's beautiful, but I don't know where this place is at. Wow, this is really awesome. But I don't know which country is this really. Ah, I don't know why I keep showing you guys. Well, you can research for yourself. But I think it's just to show you my point of view. I have to. Thomas says I have to get my girlfriend back from Canada to Kenya first. Okay. What if she does not want to stay in Kenya? Like, what if she does not want that? So she says I would like to visit Kenya because it looks beautiful and you also seem like a nice person. Oh. No, it's not about your vacation destination, okay? Hollywood says Cambodia because of its rich history, ancient temples, and beautiful natural scenery. We'd love to visit Angkor Wat, explore the history. Okay, where is Cambodia? Where is Cambodia located at? Because I think seems like everybody wanna go there, but I don't know where is that. Sushi is laughing. Hollywood says Maldives for beaches. Sushi is laughing. I don't know. Because I think because he said that I seem like I am a good person. I think I am a good person. Thomas says, I've also been to Thailand's coast and island for several years, but Diani Beach is the most beautiful beach. Really? Yay, Kenyans in the building. Let's clap. I think Kenya is beautiful. Okay, how is the economy compared? When you're looking for a vacation destination, you also have to look at how is the economy of, does the euro go further in Thailand or in Kenya? Because that's also another reason, that another factor to consider. I was looking at, I think my thing was showing me converting USD to Ugandan money. I think right now it's at 3,000 and something. I'm like, if Uganda had a beach, it would be the perfect spot. Cambodia is a country in Southeast Asia. Oh, wow. It is last border Thailand to the west and northwest. Okay, near that. Okay. Wow, that's beautiful. I think Asia have some. Also Philippines. I think I've interacted with people who have gone to the Philippines. They say it's beautiful, especially the beaches and all of that. But you have to understand, like, okay, and I know there's somebody who told me that, like, you shouldn't have this mindset when you're traveling as a Black person. You also have to, like, do a little bit of more research, you know. 100%. But also to visit Thailand, and in fact I'm currently learning Swahili so we can communicate. Because Thomas says, because it is so quiet on this beach and you can walk many kilometers without stress or loud music. In Thailand or in Diani. Okay, the beach in Mombasa, oh my god. You can't walk 2 meters without somebody trying to sell you something. Like, oh, buy this, buy that. And especially if you're with a foreigner, you're a Kenyan with a foreigner in the Mombasa beach, then these people are trying to sell you guys things, and let's say you ignore them, and then they tell you, oh, you're pretending because you're with this mzungu. I think the Mombasa beach is totally chaotic. It's beautiful, but it's chaotic. A lot of people. Am I live? This thing out of nowhere, I don't know. Internet. I need to get myself another internet. How is the quality? Am I live? Shaking. Guys, tell me if I'm back live, because God, can't wait to get myself the other internet. I think I paid this person for the internet, but his internet is not worth. Am I live? Somebody tell me. Okay, or maybe I can check for myself. You're muted. Am I muted? I think I paid this person for the internet, but his internet is not. We can't hear you. You can't hear me? No, now perfect. Can you hear me? Somebody is saying that you guys can't hear me. You can continue the live. You can hear me? Okay. Okay. Sushi, can you hear me? You can. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, I was going to read Thomas's comment. Mombasa beach area, I don't like too much. Too many people. I know there's a lot of people. Like, you just. And then everybody is selling. You can't hear me? I'm also playing the same live video on my laptop. Am I live? I think maybe Sushi says, Sushi, keep your sound in your phone. Now I can. Okay, now you can hear me. Okay. Please continue the video. Okay. So I was saying, I think I was reading Thomas's comment. Thomas said, Mombasa beach area, I don't like too many people. Yeah. And when everybody is trying to sell something on that beach, then you are like, who are you buying from? Like, either you can't even, no. But I know everybody out there is like trying to earn themselves a living. So you can't just say, oh, you guys do not sell anything. Too many people irritate me. Okay, guys, keep telling me how you're doing. Where are you watching me from? Thomas says the North Coast is also not so nice for me. Too much coral. Too much coral. Or do you mean too many what? Coral. I don't know the meaning of coral. Let me look up. Too many coral. Wow. Today I'm learning a new word. Coral. Meaning. Oh, hard stony substance secreted by a marine. Oh, wow. Typically forming large reefs in warm areas. Oh my god. Okay. So the North Coast, where is the North Coast? Is it Kilifi, Malindi? Where is that at? I think I've only been to Mombasa. Sound notification came. Sushi, keep comment. Yeah, I do whatever I want. Okay, anybody can comment it whatever they want, but I will read in English. Okay, I think there are people who have literally requested me to be using Swahili here, but the reason why I have such a broad audience, I also know Watamu. You know Watamu? I think you've been everywhere. Wow, how do you like the beach in Watamu? They don't care about them. Then don't care about them. You guys decided to pick a fight. How is what Thomas? Wow. Should couples share their phone passwords? That's the other question. Eve says, I am a man who like cats. Do you have a fur baby? Do you have a cat baby? Like, you have a cat, which like you consider a cat. Can you consider a cat to be your baby? I think that's something that like females are doing more these days. Who like cats? Honestly, personally, I think I do not like cats. But I think the reason is because we have so many cats in my home. Like we had one female, and then she went out there, she got pregnant the first time, and we kept all of them. Are they called kittens? And then she went out again, she got pregnant. Now we have like 20 of them, and they do not have discipline. They go inside pots. Like, you can't leave your milk unattended. They will lick everything. Like, they are literally they are literally trouble. They are literally what we call trouble. So yeah, I'm just Dama says, I'm just giving my opinion. Others may probably see it differently. Okay, yeah, and you know what? No, and that's exactly what that is. Like, I want your opinion. Holly says, please cool down, Sushi. Eve says, I'm not much of a dog fan. Why? Uh-huh. Wait. I think I don't know. I think I like the idea of dogs because you can literally train them. You can talk to them. I also know people train cats, but I feel like a dog, like you can literally train a dog. Uh, I also drive a minivan. I'm a single man with a minivan. Okay, okay. Holy says couples should share phone passwords only if both people are comfortable doing so. Trust is built through honesty and respect, not by checking each other's phones. Okay. Bro is using AI. Who is using AI? Sharing password can be a sign of openness, but it should never be forced or used to monitor a partner. Okay. Again, I say the comment is so perfect, like so perfect. Okay, but I think maybe he's typing. Maybe he's typing. Uh, okay. Who cares? Who cares if you're using AI or not? The fact is, that's your comment. You know, if this password issue is she shares her code with me and mine remains private. Oh my God, why? Why? What if she does not? Should couples share their phone passwords? Yours remain private? Why? Why does yours remain private? What are you hiding? Holly says, I have not understand your comments. Please keep English. Don't lie, bro. Doma says, password swapping with my love. Believe that mutual trust should be not having an affair. Okay, so you're willing to share the passwords. I think if you're not sharing password, there's something that you're hiding, to be really honest. Okay, when it comes to financial stuff, you can share the phone passwords, but you do not have to share the financial information. So it's all about being able, like, when I want to check on your phone, I can be able to go inside your phone, because there's no way that you're sleeping with me. There's no way that you're sleeping with me and there's no way, there's no way that you're sleeping with me. That's more private. Like, if you want your phone to be private, like, no way. I think sharing passwords should literally be non-negotiable, and I don't think it should be one way, because if you want the password, you should also give yours. I keep in whatever language. Eve says, I must protect the cats. Oh God. Nasty. Holy says, I'm understanding each and everything in life. Okay. You don't have to explain yourself. Who cares if you guys are typing from your heads or you are typing? You know, as fast that's how you feel. As fast that's how you feel. Look how different those messages are, bro. Holy says, see, my language is Telugu, but I'm typing in English and understand English. Okay. You understand English? And I am an AI chat box. You're an AI chat box? Okay. I'm working in cybersecurity analyst. Why are you guys arguing? Why are you guys arguing about if you are an AI, whatever? Like, the thing is, as far as yeah. Holly says, I completed my oh God. Everybody stop that fight. Eve said, Eve is just laughing over here. I don't know who we have in the chat. Um, yeah, you realize what you guys are arguing about. You're arguing about who can speak English as if it's the measure of intelligence, but it's really not. It's really not. Why do Kenyans like Argentina so much? I don't know if they like Argentina so much, but I think they enjoy watching Messi or whatever. Eve says, I was just watching a video about cannibals in Uganda. Is it cannibals or cannibals? I don't know what cannibals is. Let me check. In Uganda, I think Uganda is underrated. Like, nobody talks about Uganda so much. Are there cannibals? Cannibals meaning? I do not know. A person who eats the flesh of other humans. Wow. A person who eats flesh of other humans? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, maybe let me pin your question because I think that's interesting. Are there cannibals in Uganda? I think that's really gross. Yeah, I think that's really gross. Okay. Although I feel like during the slave trade, the people who are conducting that also ate humans. They also ate humans. You should never stop doing YouTube and live stream because you're so good at them. Okay, thank you. Yasura says, hi, beautiful. Eve says, I remember Idi Amin as a kid. Oh, really? You are already here? I think we that's about it. Wow. Holly says, yes, Wambo, Uganda has a rich culture, diverse landscape, and it's popular destination for nature, adventure. Yes, yes, any place with you. Okay. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Okay, if anyone knows, are there cannibals in Uganda? And have you ever witnessed that in real life? Uganda is actually well known for its wildlife. No, but the question is, are there cannibals in Uganda? Okay, source of Nile River. Who? Pretty much interesting. Yeah, I think growing up, we were told, there are also even communities in Kenya we were told, but I just grew up to learn it was a form of tribalism. There were communities who said that others were cannibals and they, yeah. So, but it's a form of tribalism or stereotypes and myths. So I really don't know if it's true or it's just people saying stuff. Okay, next question. Malwande Mabas says, I don't. You don't do what? Oh, Doma says, France are in the final of the World Cup, winning 2-0 against France. Oh, Spain. You're saying Spain. I think you retracted the message because I think you meant Spain. Ooh, Spain. Do you guys think that Spain will win the World Cup? Why do parents treat sons and daughters differently? Okay, and I know for the son he's supposed to learn how to be a man, and for the lady she's supposed to learn how to be a lady or wife. But I feel like even past that, when you get past that, the treatment is so much different, especially in like African countries. You will realize that the son mostly is raised to be a king, and the woman is raised to be a wife. Spain is in the final, okay? Do you feel like they're gonna win? Do you feel like they are going to win? But see, the game between Argentina versus England, I think it will also be a an intense one, because Argentina, they they might win, but I think Argentina will win. Policies parents often treat sons and daughters differently due to deeply ingrained societal gender stereotypes. So personally, I think why do parents treat sons and daughters differently? I can only give the perspective. I can only give a perspective of like African country. So the daughter is raised to become a wife, and the son is raised to become a king, and that I feel like sometimes that can be pretty much messed up. Um, Malwande Mabaso says yes, I do so radio. God, what does that mean? Yeah, sometimes you guys say stuff and I'm like, what does that mean? Pardon, please, Thomas. Pardon, please. I think I did not. I will also inform Morgan live if you're online. I did not understand. Pardon, please. Holly says, Kachra. Wow. I don't know. I'm feeling hot, so okay, like it's hot, so that's why I removed my thing. To be really honest, after the live stream, I usually do not watch myself, but I don't like listening to myself for some reason. I don't know if you guys have the same problem like me. Like when I record a video or even the live stream, I don't like watching myself. I don't like listening to myself. I'll even be sitting next to people who are watching me. They're like, shut that thing off. Holly says cultural instincts to protect girls and foster independence in boys. These ingrained patterns shape everything from emotional communication to expectations around household responsibilities. Cultural instincts. Yeah. But I feel like it's at the end of the day, sometimes it seems to be what is it called? Unfair, or like as if the boy is getting the fair, or like whatever. But it also depends with, like, for example, yesterday I was telling you guys, here in Africa you cannot hug. Okay, let me not generalize like that, because I don't want Kenyans in the chat or like Africans to attack me. In my community, most of us are not allowed to hug our dads. Like, you cannot, as a girl, you cannot embrace your dad, you can't hug them. So which means you're expecting to receive this from your mother, and of course, because mothers are more likely to be more in cahoots with the boys in the family, so most of the time you kind of like feel neglected in there between, because of course you can't embrace your father because of whatever reason. I think that's one of the cultures and traditions that I think it protects the girls, because now you're not there hugging your father and then your dad thinking bad thoughts about you, so you're not doing that. But at the end of the day, is it really fair? Holly says, sorry for what? Thomas says, I'll also inform Morgan live if you're online. Okay, I'm still waiting for you to confirm what that is. I did not understand. Holly says, one boy, from your perspective, why do parents treat sons and daughters differently? I feel like because that's how they were brought up. So if this is how I was brought up, most parents do not have that thought of like, why would I change that? I think also another thing is, for the sons, they want the sons to be courageous, they want the sons to be raised to be men, okay? But see, they are raising them in the they're raising them in the context of patriarchal society, but they are not preparing these boys for the society that we have now, where, like, as a man, your only work is not only to provide, you're supposed to be there emotionally, physically, mentally. Doma says, I meant to inform you about tomorrow's football match live, Argentina. Oh, if I will be live, okay, I will really appreciate that. I think I will be streaming here, and you will be updating me. That, I think that's really nice because I get to watch um through your updates. Okay, I understand. Yes, I agree. Okay, why do parents? Oof, darkness. What happened? I can't say anything about sons and daughters except never father. Oh, okay. You can only speak on something that you've already been in. Yeah. I think I still have some few years when I can be able to talk about sons and daughters or like whatever, because I think right now people can sit here and listen to my perspective as a child. But a few years from now, you guys will be like, "One boy, you're that years old. Just get over it, move on." I spilled some tea on this charger today. I don't know if it will be working anymore. Oh, it's working. Darkness, Batman is coming. Plug the charge. Okay, darkness. Next question. You putting your buds in charge is no. You're talking to me? Oh, or you were just looking at something else. Okay.
Groceries.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Thomas says, note today you don't wear a thick jacket at all. Probably warm today. Yeah. Today it was like 24 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. Oh no, 24 degrees Celsius, and then it was like 73 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's really hot. You know, me personally, I don't shy away from wearing jackets. I think today you guys are like, hey. Okay. Stranger Bola says, you like watermelon. Where are your eyebrows? Maybe in the toilet. I don't know. Holly says, one boy, but I like your village water flow in YouTube video. Okay. You know what? Like, I do have I am going to be recording and showing you guys more of my village very soon. I am having like a problem with cameras and all of that, but once I figure that out, cutting the trees in your village. Oh, you watched that? Okay. Yeah. What's the temperatures where you are at, Thomas? Is it still hot? See, in Africa, like for example, most of the time I actually wear a jacket even when it's not hot, because dressing like this, like honestly, for example, like me going like out like this is, I feel like it's inappropriate or something. Okay, you still do maybe a nice restaurant, but yeah, we are brought up to be conservative. Mark, hey, Mark Shark, once upon a time, the beginning. How are you doing? It's been a minute. Uh, in your village, you're doing well. Yeah. Mark says, dream vacation, my bed. Your bed? What's so special about your bed? David Njoroge. Oh my god, it's been a minute before I saw you on the live stream. How are you doing? Dream vacation is the bed. Ah. Ashish Pal. No, I will not. um, David says, I'm good. Hope you're doing better. Okay, I am. I am doing better. I am doing better. It's been a minute. I have not seen, but I think it's because I changed the time. I kind of changed the time when I stream, because you have to go with the time where like there's lots of people who are willing to watch, and also I think during this, yeah. So hope you're doing good, David. What's a green flag that people don't appreciate enough? It could be either way. For the men, what's a green flag that you guys have that you feel like women do not appreciate enough? Mark says, I'm tired, so I'm going to my dream place now. Bye. Oh my god. In and out. That was quick. Have a good night, Mark. Have a good night. Loyalty. Oh, okay. Loyalty. What's a green flag that people don't appreciate enough? Loyalty. Can you maybe explain a little bit like loyalty? Why? Because we just think that's a bare minimum. You're supposed to be loyal. A green flag that that people don't appreciate enough. Loyalty and hard work. When it comes to men, when I feel like a green flag that men do not appreciate with women is taking care of the household. Taking care of the household. Also, I think also loyalty. Okay, and also I feel like also most guys normally take for granted, take their wives for granted, because you're like, oh, she's supposed to be here. You stop complimenting her, you stop thinking that she's a big deal, because what else is she gonna do? She's supposed to be here, right? Mark says, green flag before I go, the cold side of a pillow. Cold side of a pillow. Wow. Wow. I think that one won. Holly says the specific green flag is rare because many people default to making excuses, waiting. I think another green flag that I've seen is like men being present during childbirth, and like seeing a man feeling that pain with a lady. I think that's a green flag that people do not appreciate, because we are all saying, oh, bare minimum. That's supposed to be a bare minimum. A man should show up for his own childbirth or whatever. So there's a lot of green flags that people don't appreciate. Let me know yours. And she says, Hollywood, get out of from here and go to sleep. You go to sleep. Abdul says, dream vacation is in the village. Village. I know. I think I can also relate to that. I have this want for going back to the countryside. I think countryside is so good, and you just get to eat without thinking about bills. Oh, you're talking to Hollywood. Get out from here and go to see. I was like, what did Hollywood come from? Boy, your dialogue have aura. Okay, thank you. Don't appreciate the little things in life like a nice gesture or a smile. That's a green flag. And especially the smile. Right now, it's like we are always upset. Yeah. We are always upset. We are always upset. Yeah. Yeah. And also, I think another thing that have literally disappeared from the society, just to add to what you're saying, Thomas, I think something else that have disappeared is like appreciating when somebody does something for you that they were really not supposed to do. Is not compulsory, but they just choose to do. Like, we do not say thank you anymore. We do not appreciate people who show up for us. What are two biggest lessons that you've learned from previous from previous relationships? Uh-huh. Devin Jorge says dream vacation Maldives. Okay, I think there's like 3 people who want to go to Maldives. Oh, okay. US is also Maldives. Okay, Maldives. Why Maldives? Why Maldives? I think that's a weird question, but why Maldives? Why not Mombasa, Diane? Sada Kantu says hi. Hi, Sada. Oh my God, good to see you. How are you doing? We have a bunch of questions here. Let me know how was your day. Devin Jorge says, but one boy said Greece like that. No, I think somebody said Greece, and then I just commented with that. Like, I like Greece, but I don't think it's my dream vacation. If I ever get money, I think the first place that I'll travel to is the Caribbean. I don't know, maybe Jamaica, maybe, what is the other? Granola or whatever. What are two biggest? Okay, let me pin this. What are two biggest lessons you've learned from the last 2 relationships? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Two biggest lessons that I've learned: actions speak louder than words, and you cannot change a partner who doesn't want to change. Say that again for Nancy at the back. Sadan says, I'm doing odd but better. I started to drink natural juice. My mother made me drink it, and I started to go to the bathroom more often. Okay, were you having a Woo! Okay. So, is that really helpful? Let me tell you, for those of you who literally go through what is it called, constipation, you don't know how much you appreciate when you finally have diarrhea. ah. Game score: France versus Spain. It ended. Team start 0-2, shots on goal 4-2, 14 total shots 10, 14 shots France, 2 yellow cards, 1. Okay. Backyard. Can you do something real quick? Okay. Wear the biggest smile on your face because you deserve to smile more often. I think I'm always smiling here until my good friends here piss me off. Welcome to the live stream, man. Holly says, main mistakes: ignoring small warning signs early in a relationship because of potential often leads to heartbreak. I think what are two biggest lessons that I've learned from my previous relationships is like whenever you ignore red flags, like you know deep down, you know this does not feel okay, it will come to bite you. That's something that I've learned, unfortunately, the hard way. Like, you will ignore a red flag, you'll do anything that you can to ignore red flags, but they will come to bite you. Another thing is like compromising. Whenever you compromise, you compromise. For example, you could be a very good looking person, you compromise and be with someone that you really don't want to be with. I feel like whenever I do stuff like that, I always regret, because these people end up heartbreaking me, or like breaking my heart, or acting as if they have the price, while literally I lowered my standards to be with them. So yeah. Oh, you retracted the message. I was gonna read it. Sada says, I guess since it is cleaning my organs. I mean, yeah, I know. Let me tell you, you're talking to somebody who've been in this. I think diarrhea is one of the worst diseases that you can ever have. Retype the message. I was gonna get to your message. No, whenever you type something, I have to get to it real quick. Like the Holy says, ignore the person is the main point during taking things easy. Eldad, how are you, Eldad? Good to see you. Shame on France. you are rooting for France. Were you betting? I think when Thomas told me that today is the games, because I didn't know which teams are playing, but France versus Spain, I just said Spain, but they won. Holly says, like, the maintaining 2 or 3 girls is the biggest mistake. Why would... Okay, let me not judge. We listen, but we do not judge. We listen, but we do not... Sada, let me read your comment before it disappears again. I was about to talk about toilet stuff and an issue I had, but I didn't want to say what was. I think you mentioned you had it, but don't say it. Oh! Really? God. Okay, you know what? If you need help, what worked for me, you can reach out. Yeah, but you can get yourself some... What are they called? Suppositories. They really work. Oh God. Yeah. I know what you're going through. You'll get better. You'll get better. David Jorge says Maldives is the vacation spot, the who's and who's of the world. Why not me? All these other famous places are overhyped, but Maldives, your money says it all. Okay, is the real deal. But France is one of the most beautiful. Okay, let me tell you, Sada, I know what you're going to... Oh God, I think I was... And then I kept putting it off. But when I finally went to the hospital, I have seen a difference. Wow, I feel better. But back then I was so stressed out about it. I couldn't go to the toilet for a week. Yeah, okay. And when you do, it's literally painful. Oh God, if you've never gone through that, I don't know why it's like shameful, but I think people always go through it, and but no one talks about it. Yeah. And for that case, let me drink some water. Maldives have aura for tourists, guys. Okay. What are 2 biggest lessons that you've learned from previous relationship? Maldives is a sign of richness. Okay. Yeah. My only thing is with such places, for example, for those, if you are earning, for example, in Kenya shillings and you want to travel to Maldives, because when you get there, you have to convert your money and all of that, and then I think, yeah, that's the real rich, if you can travel there and you're from African country. Yeah. I think we do not, let me tell you, we do not appreciate good health, my good friends. Okay, we do not appreciate, for example, the small things like just being able to use the washroom I have never appreciated that more like I do right now. If you've never had issues with like constipation and stuff like that, you cannot understand how important that is. But yeah. Ooh, next question. Elders' vacation somewhere in France after they lost to Spain. Ooh. You wanna go to Paris? Paris, baby. Jackie says Jerusalem. Ooh, Jerusalem. I have never heard anybody say that their vacation. Sorry. Vacation destination is Jerusalem. Elders is I like Spanish. You like Spanish? Okay. Wanna see our Messiah? Where our Messiah come from? Okay. Okay. Next one. I think this will be a light one, but I will write it on the screen. I know you guys, it's weird when I'm typing because you guys can hear it on your phone. Ooh. Oh God. Let me guess, Android. You are wrong. Samsung. Data Cool says, please give the 360 gorgeous. I'm your new subscriber. Okay, thank you for being a new subscriber, but unfortunately, no. Unless that's the type of content that I'm doing. I usually don't do stuff like that. But at least today I do not have a big coat because I always wear huge coats here. So let me guess, Android. Nah, not Android. Samsung. I know that's silly, but I feel like Samsung is different from others. Elders is Christ's memories in Jerusalem today must be hard to. Christ's memories in Jerusalem today must be hard to understand without a perfect explanation while you tour. Okay. Somebody says that Jesus was not from okay, that Jesus was not Christian. He was Jewish. Jesus was Jewish, only outfit check. And for outfit check. Okay, I'm going to post this outfit later on. No, like now. Okay, outfit check. There's the outfit check. Elders is Nazareth, not even Jerusalem. Born in Bethlehem. Okay, Jesus was Jew. Okay. What's the question? Please stand up. No, I'm not gonna stop just because you're saying that. No, you know what? Get subscribed, and then maybe one day or maybe tomorrow or another day, maybe I'll be cleaning dishes or something and you'll see me. You says, I've learned nothing from romantic relationships. That's why I can't have them. Wow. So you're not looking for a part? Oh my God. Fuck. Sorry. Oh my. Today I'm just saying, but like casual. Like I just spilled tea on the couch. Shit. Sorry. I've learned nothing from romantic relationships. That's why I can't have them. I spilled the tea. Now I have to go and grab myself something to wipe it. Oh. And you know, before I started streaming, I spilled a whole cup of tea on the floor, on the carpet. outfit check. I don't know if that works. Ta-da. Okay, I need to read the comments back. Oh, what is wrong with me today? Like, I'm dropping things everywhere. Okay. I've learned nothing from romantic relationships. That's why I can't have them, okay? Wow. Okay, so you're not actively looking for a partner, like you don't want to have a partner. Ooh, Sada says, well, yeah, Jesus was Jewish. He was going to synagogue. He was reading the Torah. Okay, but how comes we are supposed to be Christians? What makes that? Oh, you said no. Wow. Tomorrow we can meet. Okay. Have a good night. Elder says you didn't clean up. Clean. Oh no, I clean up what? The couch. No, I used a towel on it. I just cleaned it up. That my romance is with coffee, beer, and chocolate. Okay. Wow. Yeah. See, when a guy says that is cute and all of that, if a woman says that is like, oh, you should be in a relationship. If a woman says that she does not want to be in a relationship or get married, you should be in a relationship. You should get married. Date an influencer doesn't mean too much than getting ready to live in the eyes of the world. Okay, but you can say that you don't want to be posted. Okay, I feel like the thing is when it comes to online relationships, there's literally a problem because you never have you never have moments without thinking about I could film this. Okay, you can't go to a nice restaurant and just eat without thinking, oh man, I'm going to post this. Book that says hi dear, hi, good to see you. Where are you watching me from? I can actually date an influencer. You can actually date, okay? You just need to be supportive. I think most men wouldn't, because especially if you're insecure. For example, like me here, if I'm live streaming here, almost everybody is saying, oh boy, you look cute and stuff. You know, you have to be really embraced for that and to trust your person that you know you gotta support it. But I think for most men, it's like that maybe might make you maybe insecure. I don't know. Sada says Christian means follower of Christ, and like it says that Jesus fulfilled the old law of Moses from Old Testament, and like Christians should follow the new law that Jesus said. Okay. That's a nice one, because when I think it was one of my subscribers, his name is Alexander, that says like Jesus was not Christian, he was Jewish. I have to love what she loves, okay? Okay. Keep telling me what some of the lessons that you learned from your previous relationships. Lesson. Give me the lessons. Give me the lessons. What lessons have you learned from the past 2 relationships that you've been in? Sada says, because the old law of Moses included like more than 700 laws, and you had to obey them strictly. Wow, 700, and right now we only have 12 commandments, and we barely obey even 3 of them. Yeah. What's an instant sign that someone is a good person? Ah! Eve says they give me a lot of money. That's the instant sign that someone is a good person. Instant sign someone is a good person that they give you a lot of money. Uh, Elders is don't think she will always be there for you. Wow, lesson. Do not think she will always be. And also another lesson for my females in the chat. Females in the chat, another lessons for my females is like just the fact that a man got you right now does not mean that he'll always have you. Like honestly, build whatever you can. I don't know, build something, do something about your life, you know, because I feel like when most women get married or like you're in relationships, just because you're being provided for with everything, you kind of stop dreaming, you kind of stop wanting more. Okay, think about it. What if one day that person wakes up and is like, bruh, he's not providing anymore, he's not there anymore, he does not want you anymore, what will you do? So I think that's also another lesson that I learned. There's this guy, and I've always said, I think I've always said, made it clear in university. Personally, I was not looking to be in relationships seriously, so I was just out there having a good time. So there was this guy, like he kind of like showed like some interest, and like he was more of like he was more of like the serious type of like, okay, I'm ready for marriage type, you know, all of that. And let's say so I changed. I think I changed my outlook, because when I was in university, I was never looking for relationships. Okay, so I kind of was like, okay, maybe I should change this. But the way the relationship ended was just like, okay, we need to give each other a break. So can you imagine if I stopped going to school, or I stopped doing whatever I was doing to be with him? God, what a disappointment. You lose your dreams and you lose the relationship. Where do you start? Eve says, if you want all, I want to be seen as good people, send me some money. Send you some money. I want you to see me as like, oh, what if you don't, like, what if I don't have money but I'm a good person? How do you tell that I'm a good person? So that's his 10 commandments, but on top of that, while other laws as well. But in a way, law that Jesus said is based on two principles: love God with all your heart and love your neighbor, with which are all humans. Okay, wow, interesting. I like the way you're pretty much invested in Christianity and the type of things you say. I have never thought about them like that. Eve says, Moses said, and thou shalt give Eve a lot of money. And is your name Eve? Do I usually pronounce it correctly? Is it Eve or is it Eve? Eve. Give Eve a lot of money, okay? I feel like whenever you put money in relationships, or like when that becomes the focus, then if these people are not giving you money, then you don't want to be in that situation. Elder says, try to believe that she kindly said to you, and if I don't agree, let her know, and not just act like you agreed. Because if you notice that you never agreed, then just know the relationship is going off. Try to believe what she kindly said to you, and if you don't agree, let her know. Okay, yeah, communication. I think communication, that's a good one. Okay, keep telling me, what are some of the lessons that you've learned from your past two relationships? Some of the lessons that you've learned from the past two relationships. Also, I think I talked about compromising. When it comes to, like, especially for the tall girls, let me tell you, don't compromise and be with that very short man. Because, okay, and this is just me saying, because I have done that before, but I've always ended up feeling like crap, you know? You compromise, you go for that short guy, and then he makes you feel like you're so tall. Like, oh my God, I don't like women that are so tall. You know, go for your height. That's another lesson from the past relationships. Go for your height. Or either your height or somebody who is not really shorter than you are. Sada says, yeah, I mean, if simply put, if someone loves God, they'll try their best to please God, which includes loving other people regardless where they come from. If we love our neighbor, we will be good to them, okay? Love your neighbors as you love yourself. Ah. When she suddenly quiet, make sure you check her out, okay? And I hope you're practicing these things in real time because that sounds too good to be true. And even if we hurt our neighbor, we will try to fix it and say sorry and do better, okay? I know that's right. Yeah. Okay, there's another question that, but I think Eve is the only person that have answered. What's an instant sign that someone is a good person? Eve asked me, have you visited Ethiopia? No, but actually Ethiopia is a neighbor to Kenya. I could literally even travel by bus. It's a neighbor to Kenya on the, is it on the north or whatever? No, I've never visited Ethiopia. I've learned, not practicing at this time, okay? You're still learning, okay? Yeah. Another thing is be gentle. Ah. When someone is a good person, I can't really tell. Okay, something that people do that makes me think that they're literally a good person is somebody who, honestly, I just have a gut feeling. I just have this feeling in my gut when somebody is a good person. Have this feeling in my gut, and then I'm just like, this is a good person. Sada says, because anyways, whether someone believes in evolution or creation, all can agree all humans have one common ancestor. So in a way, biologically, we are kind of related. You could be my very distant cousin. Ha ha ha. Ooh, cousin removed, 5 times removed, of maybe 1,000 times removed. That's really funny. He says there's a lot of Ethiopians in Seattle. Ethiopian women are very attractive. I know, and their hair is really loose and nice. Yeah, I know, and face structure. Yeah, Ethiopian women and Somali women almost look similar. Even Somali women are really attractive, very attractive. Yeah, Somali women and Ethiopian women makes me feel like I want to become a lesbian. No, I'm just saying, I'm kidding. uh, I think there's also a lot of Kenyans in Seattle. Sada says, which means when people marry, they kind of do Sweet Home Alabama. Oh my God. But with very, very distant cousins, and this feels odd if to think about it. Okay. Ooh. I visit that type of stuff is wild. Alabama stuff, but I know it's a stereotype. You start says I visit a Kenyan bar here in Seattle sometimes. Rumba notes, okay, rumba, a lot of music, yeah. Trevor Mumu says one time. Okay, you had to say it. Okay, let's look at this question. Why is a woman's virginity more important than a guy's virginity? Kings of West Dance Crew says, hey Sunshine, you good? Yeah, I am so good. How are you doing? Where are you watching me from? Okay, now this is an interesting question. Not an interesting, let me see. I want to see you guys' response. Why is a woman's virginity more important than his? You know, the other day I was watching this lady and she was saying that it's really unrealistic for men to be more interested in like slim women, you know, small women or small sized women. Like it's really unrealistic because a grown woman, okay, for example, that whole stuff about like she was saying that whole stuff about shaving your public areas and all of that. That's it doesn't make sense for a guy to expect you to be bald. To expect you to be bald while you're a grown woman. Like, how can that even happen? Okay, so where was I going with that? Where I was going with that is the same thing. Okay, how do you expect to meet a lady who is 30 years old and she's a virgin? Really? And are you a virgin? Sada says, but it's still different since the distance is big. Therefore, it's not like with a close cousin whom you grow up with and have memories. But a person who is not from your family circle is normal. Oh God, it's not normal out here. And I see people who have children with their family members. Those children usually have genetic issues like disability and stuff like that. At least that's what happens out here. I don't know if that happens with people out there, but also also since we are all mixed genetically, we are different. Okay, yeah, I don't know. When people do stuff like that here, you have a child by with your relative, the child have birth defects. Yeah, I am in South Africa. South Africa. Which state? Do you guys have state in South Africa, or what do you have? I only know Cape Town. There's another one, Pretoria. Yeah, I feel like if we are gonna be sitting here and talking about virginity, it should be same for both genders, okay? If you're gonna be talking about, okay, but I think the more you grow older, the more that is not even a topic, because how can you expect to meet, let's say your age mate, well, Sweet Home Alabama is stupidity, okay? But at least they get to preserve their what is it called, their DNA unmixed, because when you go to mix out there, you might be mixing with people, for example, there are people who do not want to mix with people who look like me, you know. So yeah, preserve their bloodline or something. So you know, you can see somebody who has maybe a particular skin color, let's say they are white, brown, black, but inside them their ancestors were mixed with something. That's what they're trying to avoid, like mixing that. I don't know if it works out in the long run. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think, I think people should not even be attracted to their relatives. I don't think you should be attracted to your relative. You like they should, you should be disgusted by them. Okay, not in a bad way, but thinking about them sexually is literally out of place. Ah, why am I feeling hungry? Maybe I need to serve myself some food. Sarah says, sadly, I have relatives who are married to their cousin, but I think it's like second or third cousin, which is still okay. As far as you can trace down to one ancestor or something, no, that's wrong. But okay, but who are we to judge? You know, everybody have their own preferences. Everybody have their own thing. But yeah, no, I don't. I think that's, you should not be attracted to your relative. Even if I was to date somebody that I didn't know was my relative, and then somewhere down the line I found out they are, no, like, no. especially if there will be children at the end of the day. You're risking having giving disabilities to your children. Mama dog cannot says bizox. Bizox. What does bizox mean? Bizox. Which language is that? Elove says, hello, new subscriber. I love you talk so honestly and eloquently. Okay. Okay, where are you watching me from? I don't know if I talk honestly, but I think energy never lies. You know what? I am kind of feeling weird. I don't know, hungry or something. Susie says, Jambo. Hi. Good. Everton. One love all the way from Jamaica. Elove says, good energy indeed, okay? Good energy indeed. United States of Africa. Yeah, we wish. We wish there was United States of Africa. And if you join in, like the live stream, one love, sister. Yeah, one love, Jaja. I want to learn how to speak patois. Okay, by the way, a question to you. What do you think about family influencers? Wow. Okay, let me pin this. Okay, question. What do you think about family influencers, like parents making content with kids on YouTube? Okay, I think there are different types of families. Okay, there are people who I have followed them. Their content is always about childbirth. Some of them have even like 10, 12 children, and they always when they run out of content, they get pregnant again. Run out of content, they get pregnant again. So there's that. But for example, like me, what I think about that, I think it's just upon the decision of a parent. Like, if you want to post your child, then well and good. Okay, for example, I have a niece. Is it a niece? Yeah, she's a girl. I have a niece. I have posted like a few videos of her dancing and stuff and all of that stuff. And you know what? And it's cute because you look back on it and you see it. But I don't think like I would like see how you post a child. Oh, when they want to use the bathroom, you're posting them. You're posting them even in the most vulnerable state. I don't think so. What do you think about that? Sada says, I mean, it's parents' decision, but I think it might have a negative effect later. Maybe kids growing up might feel embarrassed to see themselves younger on YouTube publicly. Yeah. Also, I think also another thing is like that child can never be like a regular child. Okay. I was seeing this story about Michael Jackson, that he always covered his kids' faces because he never wanted them to, because when you're famous, like real famous, You can never, these children can never play in public, okay? They can never go to regular schools because it's like they're being bullied or they're being seen as too special, not to mention the teachers recognizing them. So I can see that. Or if they get super famous, they being overwhelmed and not know how to deal with fame. Yeah, yeah, that can. And also, you don't give them a chance to be children. You don't give them a chance to be children, like being identified in school, teachers maybe favoring them because they know they are famous. Like, you take that away from these children. Why not? Dondo says, why not? You can date on positive way. On positive way. Oh, you're answering the question. Would you date an influencer? Okay, okay. Pretty much. It's pretty much nice. You can keep asking me questions, guys, and make sure you are liking the live stream and subscribing. My good name is Wamboy. Sadas says, not to forget that Michael was accused of harming children and his kids would have been bullied, saying like, oh, your dad's okay, yeah. So but see, as an adult, they chose to come to the public and like to be celebrities and all of that stuff. But you see, you get to choose that. You get to choose that. Like, let me tell you, like, for example, I had this like TikTok thing where I post the activities that I do where I stay at. I think I've been identified by people along the road at like 5 times. Somebody is asking me, oh, you usually do videos? And that just makes me feel, I don't know, when I'm posting, I don't know what I'm expecting, because at the end of the day, somebody will notice you. But you have to be ready to deal with that, because past, I do not like attention. I honestly, even I don't like, if I was to be told to choose between being famous or like having some money, I would just go with the bad, because I think there's a lot, and then you cannot just be, especially if you come online, you're selling a particular lifestyle, you're telling people you are having a specific lifestyle, then you're not allowed to live anything apart from that. Wow. Hey, this laptop have gotten really hot. Terrence, good evening. How are you? Where is the super chat button? Oh, I'm not monetized here, so we do not have that yet. Sada says some even claim confirmation because there's a pic with him with Epstein. But also it could have been, maybe he wanted a pic with Epstein was human too. Although I can hardly call him a human. Okay. Not to mention these days there's also a lot of AI and stuff, so you can never know. You can never know. Next question. Why do people leave too quickly when things get hard? I don't know. Some say he was a cannibal. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. This I think on Netflix I have seen a show about that. but I did not watch it. But the type of stuff that people say is like you would expect it to be horrendous. Okay, you would expect it to be literally horrendous because, wow, God, I don't know why my stomach is just aching for absolutely no reason. Let me try and see if there's some medicine here. Where did the chat? Okay, now everything is one clear bad example of how much of a monster you can become if you don't control your certain desires. Yeah, you know, but you know what I think? Okay, at the end of the day, I know there are victims. There are people who are victims of this man's actions and stuff like that. But see, at the end of the day, that man explored every type of desire that he ever have. He literally did that. Because the type of stuff that we are talking about is literally crazy. Like, you're like, why would somebody even want that? Yeah, I'm trying to look for some medicine. I just don't know why I feel like my stomach is like aching. Yeah, keep telling me how you guys are doing. Wow, this year I have so many medicine here. Like, it's like I've always been sick this year. Hey, there's some medicine that I'm looking for. Cannot find it. Wow, where is that medicine? Oh, maybe I would have dropped it. Okay, guys, give me a second. I'm looking for my medicine. Wow, cannot find it, but that's okay. Or maybe I should look up there. About your question, when things get hard, it's what aspect? Generally, all hardships or something specific, especially in relationships. In relationships, when things get hard, everybody is picking up the next fleeing ship. Okay, like nobody is willing to sit there with you, like to go through. Okay, there are people who are willing, but very rare. Out here, medicine are packaged like this. Not packaging. Like, see, like the way in the US you guys have medicine in containers. For us, we have, this is the thing that they give to you at the hospital. Yeah. Stomachache can literally be one of the worst type of aches. Okay, let me grab. Uh-huh. Maybe it can get there can be many reasons. Maybe they got into relationship expecting only one-sided one, or they thought they would be able to overcome the obstacles and they got so overwhelmed they quit. Okay, nice dress, by the way. Thank you. Okay, this medicine is I'm feeling like, so this is one of the medicines that we have if you're feeling like your stomach is bloated. So I'm about to have this so that we can continue with the discussions. Bloated stomach. I think there's problems with the stomach these days. What you do is like you tear like that and then you add the medicine. So for me, I told you guys my real life is literally real. I honestly don't know how to sit here and act as if like my stomach is not upsetting. It is so bad. So that's I think another issue can be internet. Everything is offered so easy and instant. We might get too comfortable and not be used to making efforts. Yeah. And see, when you're used, and I think I have also seen that when you're used to people liking your stuff, you're used to getting buzz with like everybody telling you, oh my god, you, the day that you'll show up here and nobody shows up, will you be able to do it? And that's a question that I have been presented with several times, or like I've presented myself with. Because sometimes I just tell myself, even if I just show up here and it's one part, you literally need to keep going. Yeah, so everything on the internet is so easy. When it comes to like, even when it comes to relationships, like, are you going to make effort? Well, you know, you can break up with somebody right now and get into a dating app the next minute. Can you do that? Like, dating apps are very accessible. Pornography is very, I don't know if you're are allowed to say that, but everything, you can get everything on the internet. That's why I was saying right now you can get everything on the internet. Like, everything is being sold on the internet. It's like this one shop where you can buy anything. You can buy nakedness, you can buy whatever, you can buy people's time, you can buy people's hearts. Also talking online, I mean, it's cool talking online, like we can talk although we come from different countries, but too much of it affects our organic social skills. Yeah. And see, for example, there are people who do not never get out of the house. They only make online friends. Actually, others, there's even apps that I've seen that there's these people in the Western world, they pay for these apps just so that they can chat with people from other places, just because they are in real life, then they are not willing to get out of the house. So that can also become a problem. Okay, at least I'm kind of starting to feel better because that was wild. Okay, gone are the days that we used to like go outside, meet friends. You know, like for example, like right now, I can say that you guys are my friends. I think I know you guys. But how do we always talk every day? How do we talk every day here on this channel? We come here, we have a conversation 2-3 hours. At the end of the day, you're like, okay, I'm sorted. I got some interactions in, done. So that's is like, if to think about it, we are not supposed to talk to each other. Like I stay in my place and you stay in yours, talking to your own circle and to my own one. Okay, yeah, it's cool that like we can have that type of thing right now, where like right now everybody's wherever they are at. Okay, you're in Europe, another person is in Asia, another person is in another place, another person is in whatever place you are, Africa. And the fact that we can be able to converse in this type of way is really interesting. But it makes us not want to connect with the people, our neighbors, people that we are with every day. Because you know what you say, oh, I'm hanging out with people from this country, and then you say the countries. So that says, I mean, for people like more than 100 years ago, it would have felt impossible talking to a person from another part of the world. Yeah, even like what we are doing, when you bring back our ancestors, again, darkness. When you bring back our ancestors and tell them what we are able to do right now, yeah, they cannot believe. They are like, oh my god, you're talking to somebody from Africa. But I also feel like the internet have helped us to be able to debunk a lot of stereotypes, because like right now you can come here, you can see that I'm intelligent, like I am African, and I can be able to express how I feel. I can talk for myself. You know, there's all these stereotypes that, oh, these people can't think. But see, using this internet, you can be able to see that. You can be able to see different people with different mentalities from different places. You can be able to see not everybody from the West is clever, you know. Sarah Washington, my good friend, how are you doing? So that is like, imagine how crazy that would have felt for them. If to go even further in past, this idea of social media would blow their mind off. Like, boom. Okay, what do you mean you can talk to somebody like right now? I mean, what do you mean right now? Somebody in Philippines, you can talk to somebody in Philippines right now, right now. What do you mean? Okay, if you're in Europe, what do you mean you can talk to somebody from Africa right now? Okay, yeah, it would literally blow their minds off. Oh God. Marvin Kranger. Hi. How are you doing? Sarah says, yes, if he kept his private life quiet. Okay, so you don't want to be filmed, you don't want to be posted. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much fun. Yeah, you know, that's why I always like recording myself. Like, for example, my family do not mind. Actually, my mother tells me to record her and post that. But I don't like recording people. You know, even with this internet, I guarantee you'll still find someone thinking this isn't your house, and you stay at a rich person's house and wonder why you're not in your tent. Somebody is can wonder why I'm not in my tent. The truth is, this place I rent, okay? But isn't it true even over there? You guys also rent houses, right? You rent where you stay at. Okay. Yeah, that's wild. Why I'm not in my tent. Ah, oh my god. This is wild. Let me pin your comment. Somebody might be wondering why I'm not in my tent. What went wrong? Why is she not in her tent? Is it not time to set up the tent? Marvin Kranga says, good, and you? I'm good. Where are you watching me from? Chandra Shekhar says, can you show your hair? Can you show your hair? Yeah, this is my hair. Or do you want me to undo it and show? This is my hair. Sarah Washington is just laughing. Okay, why am I not in my tent right now? Is this the pin of shame or what? Oh, because it's funny. Okay, because it's funny. But see, like, you know what I hope with internet, or even with me being real here, you know, I've also shown, and if you have not watched my village video, you can catch up with that. First of all, for example, the village video where I did fetching water in the river. In my house, we do not fetch water in the river, okay? But people around us do that, especially during the dry season. So that was just a representation of what it is like. But see, okay, but don't you guys rent houses just like we do? Like, for example, the way I'm renting this room. Boy, why are you not in your tent? It's not yet time. You show up in... God, why is this thing so disturbing? You show up in your tent like 3 a.m. People rent everywhere, houses no matter the countries. Yeah, very, I think very few people own houses. Even those, let's say you bought the house, you're still paying mortgage or some type of thing. Nice chain, thank you. Have you ever felt like you're doing too much in a relationship? That's the next question. We can keep talking about anything and everything, guys. My good name is Wombo. I don't know if you guys can still see me right. Also, a lot of people pay card. I don't know. I pay with card as well, but with cash too. And cash, I think, is safer in case, let's say, electricity one disappears. Okay, I just saw this comment. Hey, black chick. Is that supposed to make me excited? Hey, black chick. Oh. Sarah says, okay, yeah. Cash, you know what? There's a time, you know, we are literally almost cashless. We are very cashless here because we have an app that we use. It's called M-Pesa. Let me type for you guys. Most of you don't know it. M-Pesa. It works like Zelle. Oh my god, this thing typed grapes. Wow, it typed grapes, but it is spelled M-P-E-S-A. So what you do is like money is there on your number, attached to your mobile number, okay? And then when you go somewhere, somebody gives you their number, and then you just electronically wire the money to them. Maybe it works like Zelle or something like that, okay? So even out here, people yes pay with cards, but less people pay with cards, but we have a digital way of doing all of these things. Not to mention right now with the like PayPal, all this electronic way to wire money is really easy. Like, yeah, very easy. And the fact that you can send money to somebody right now where you are your advocate, somebody who is literally like 20,000 miles away from you. So Sadaka says, Mr. Rama, she's a human, not a chick. She doesn't have wings. Okay, she does not have wings. Okay, yeah, okay, it's like, yes, you can say chick. And I think the black thing is very unnecessary. Okay, and I know I am black, but woo. Unless she's an okay, so you okay, huh? So I think, guys, we're gonna. Oh my god! I was looking at the time. I was thinking that by 1 I will have stopped streaming. Okay, what's the? How many hours are we over here? 2 hours, that's 7 minutes. So that means 20 minutes. Wow. Okay. Wow, I gotta tell you, I took this medicine. I kind of feel better. My stomach is relaxing and all of that. I'm looking at some of my notes. This topic, 10 bedroom deal breakers. I don't know whenever I did this topic, but wow. Can you show your cup? Can you show my cup? Yeah, like this, or the contents? The contents? Let me show the contents. Ooh. Is it plastic? Oh, yeah, it's plastic. Okay, you know what? Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So I think I don't know when I did this topic. 10 bedroom deal breakers and stuff like that. Who writes? And actually, that's my real hand. Mel, oh my god. Remember, I remember I have at my house such a cup, but mostly my grandpa used it while making wine. Oh, okay. You don't have plastic cups? Okay, you have such a cup, but is plastic cups a thing in Europe? David Njoroge says, no, I wouldn't date an influencer. Why? Why you wouldn't date an influencer? And I gotta say, I have such a cup, but mostly glass cups made of clay. Okay, we also have glass cups here. Yeah, but plastic are a thing. Personally, I like plastic cups because whenever I drop them, they do not crash. The clay one, whenever you drop them, done. Yeah, so the plastic ones are really nice, especially for example, like today I've already dropped my cup like 5 times. So when that happens, if you are using a plastic one, you're literally on the safe side. And guys, I gotta say, I am really grateful for every one of you guys because of the continuous support. The fact that you guys keep watching, you keep showing up and all of that. But I know you also like the discussions, but yeah. But from what have seen happening out here, less people involved in our business. Okay. Oh, that's why you wouldn't date an influencer. Yeah. But you can also have rules. For example, me personally, I will never just okay, sometimes you are like you want to make content with somebody just so because you think, oh, when people see you showing your relationship and stuff, they will like you better, they will like the relationship stuff better. But You gotta set boundaries. But I see what you're saying, because yeah. So that says, yeah, plastic doesn't break. You can't even play football with it and it won't break. Yeah, that's also a thing. That's also a thing. Plastic do not break. Yeah. Okay, let me play a video for you guys here. Why did you change your usual time? Why did I change my usual time? I think it's because when I stream at my usual time, the 8 p.m., I rarely I get people, but not so many. So at this hour most people are busy, are idle, you know. The And I feel like this hour I get more people, like more broader audience. People are out of work and stuff. Yeah, but still, sometimes I usually start streaming at the usual time, although I kind of like extend it for a long time. Sadar says, by the way, once Andrew Tate came to Eastern Europe and he called it like White Africa. Oh wow, really? What is the weather like? Do you guys also have seasons in Eastern Europe? Sushi says Jumbo. Devin Jorge says, oh, nice adjustment. Yeah. See, like this hour, there's a lot of Americans have already woken up. People in even in African countries, people are just winding up. People are in bed. They have more time. Even in Europe, Africa and Europe, we almost share the time zones and all of that. So, but I still, and also right now, I'm still getting the watch hours and things. So yeah. What was I gonna check? Oh, okay. I was going to show you guys something. Oh, I was going to. I'm gonna play a video here.
How many times have been married? 2 times. 2. They take your money. Yeah. Only marry for your money. Don't marry them. Is there anything you would have done differently when you were young? I wouldn't have got married that time. Really? Yeah. Which time? How many times have been married? 2 times.
Oh, she asked her, is there any regret you have so far? And this was her answer.
2. They take your money. Yeah. Only marry for your money. Don't marry them. Is there anything you would have done differently when you were young? I wouldn't have got married that time. Really? No. Which time? How many times have been married? 2 times. 2. They take your money. Yeah.
They take your money.
Only marry for your money. Don't marry.
Okay, so she says if she would take time back, she would never get married. What do you guys think about that? Sadar says, but yes, but I think he meant like many association have about Africa, poverty, open air markets. Oh, you also have that. Okay, people being more, I don't know, village type in a way. I don't know, what did he mean by maybe the village type and stuff. Also, still you guys have the open air market. She has a cartoony voice. Yeah, you know, when people get older, their voice adjusts. Some people, their voice sounds more weak and stuff, but for others it's, yeah. I think, I guess she had an unhappy she was married twice. She said she was married twice, and if she would go back, she would never even get married even once. That's what she said. You would never get married even once. Yeah, and I don't know why. Almost every these old people's thing that I normally watch, like it's always like a regret or something. Sada says, yeah, I was quite surprised. Open air markets are also in West Europe. I went to Germany and I saw an open air market and I was surprised actually. Okay, but theirs is more like they are not. You see, like out here, open air markets, people are outside. Okay, but over there it's like you just see one person walking. But in places like Kenya and African countries, everybody is outside shopping. Maybe that's the point. Do you consider village living, or when people are living more like a village, is that a bad thing or a good thing? Is that supposed to be a bad thing or a good thing? Is that like, oh my, what are you doing? Is that a bad thing? Because honestly, I can see their perception of like when people are living like village life is like they are poor, but I don't think that's the good way to judge that. Here in Eastern Europe, I don't know, people sell lots of stuff like food, clothes, toys, basically whatever you want. Yeah, and even out here, you can just maybe decide today that you're going along the road and start selling. At the end of the day, maybe you'll have to pay a little bit of tax, but it's not like almost impossible like in the West. Yeah. Wow. I don't know. I think there's this creator that I normally see them posting village content in like a village in Russia or something. Is not any different from Africa. I saw it's almost similar. Almost similar. They have the same level of problems that Africans have. Yeah. I live in a village, but it's kind of slightly urbanized. I think village is better because it's more nature, quietness, cleaner air, since lesser cars. Okay. But do you guys have like okay, of course you have internet, that's how you're able to stream here. But is there like an official connection when it comes to, because like my village right now, my village is literally growing so much. Actually, we just installed internet a few months ago. Like there's internet right now, electricity, people are getting more urbanized and stuff, but it's still village. Okay, I plan to move there very soon. But I will be showing you guys a lot of that. Yeah, honestly, to be really honest, now that I live in this, I honestly do not like this life. Not to mention, like for example, today I went shopping. I have not even used the things that I bought. I went shopping, and I think I came home with like 5 things. 5 things at 1,000 shillings. That used to be a lot of money, especially in the village. And I just bought 5 things. And I can tell you for sure those things are gonna last only 2 days. David Njoroge says, for me, marriage is a personal choice. It's 2026. There's pros and cons to it. One should live life without regrets. If you want to be a player, go for it. If you want to settle, go for it. Wanna stay alone, do it. Yeah. Do whatever the F you wanna do, you know? Yeah. Okay. Also, I think there was also another, but I think, see, when everybody who is older is saying that, like, okay, what do you regret? And then they say they regret that. You are like, are you about to set yourself up for problems? Okay, let me play this one. I tried once to live in a block with parents. In Eastern Europe, there are many communist blocks that are old and they look depressing. I couldn't stay much in urban blocks. It was depressing. Okay, let me tell you, for personally, I can't wait until I can be able to do that. Okay, this whole freedom thing of like you living in the city, especially by yourself, you tell yourself what to do, nobody controls you, you live your life, you're happy, bruh, that's it. Okay, but most probably no. Okay, let me play this other video. Don't know if they will end up. I felt like I was in a cage. Okay, yeah, and you know what, that's exactly how it feels like. It feels like you're in a cage.
How many wives a man can have?
Okay, let's watch this.
You can get as much can. In our culture, if sometimes you come late to a home and you find a stick here or a spear, means someone sleeping at your house with your wife.
How is it possible? Like another man?
Yes.
So what do? You kill that man?
No, you just go away. For us, it's okay. If someone sleep with your wife, means someone is representing you. Even they can make a baby. That's no problem. But make sure
That's
that it's
really
from the same
silly.
age.
For example, I'm your friend.
Not only friend. We from the same age. We live in stages. Masa we live in stages. We have like elders. Every 7 years we have new generation. So if we come from the same generation, we can share even our wife. This
Oh my
is our
God.
wife, not my wife. I'm the one who married with her, but we can share. If you
And you know him or not? What is the condition? No matter.
no matter
He is from anywhere.
another village, no matter.
No matter you know him or not.
Yes,
How many wives a man can have?
he can get as much he can. In our culture, if sometimes you come late to a home and you find a stick here or a spear, means someone sleeping at your house with your wife.
How is it possible? Like another man?
Yes.
So what do? You kill that man?
No, you just go away. For us, it's okay. If someone sleep with your wife, means someone is representing you. Even they can make a baby. There's no problem. But make sure that he's from the same age.
For example, I'm your friend.
Not only friend. We from the same age. We live in stages. Masa we live in stages. We have like elders. Every 7 years we have new generation. So if we come from the same generation, we can share even our wife. This
Oh my
is our
God.
wife, not my wife. I'm the one who married with her, but we can share. If you
And you know him or not? What is the condition? No matter.
no matter
He is from anywhere.
another village, no matter.
No matter you know him or not.
Yes.
How many?
Okay, what do you guys think about that? Okay, like, hey, community wife. Okay, that's literally Masai lifestyle. Devin Njoroge says, never compare the past to the present just because all people have advice about life. Remember, different times, different challenges. Yeah, and not to mention, like, if these people did not experience what they experienced, they would not have the advice that they have. So I think, at the end of the day, like, you gotta learn from yourself. We always say, oh, learn from others. You can learn from other people so that you don't have to go through that. But at some time you need to go through something sometimes so that you can believe it, or like you can take it seriously. David says, for me, it was, if I was in that culture, I would live like them. It's not my place to change people's culture and beliefs. But I am pretty sure you would be so much happy in a culture where you are allowed to, you can just go with a spear in your neighbor's house, as far as you guys are age mates, and then you just put a spear in there. You go inside to have an intimate relation with their wife. Marcus Deron says, that's exactly where I want to be. Okay, there's a lot. Oh my God, yeah, no, honestly, but I think it's really inconsiderate to the wives, like, very inconsiderate. So that's this culture generally should be respected, but there are limits to human reason. Not everything in a culture is normal or healthy. People need to stop treating culture like it's some sort of religion, and I think that's exactly what we do. Like, for example, that whole culture of like, because let me tell you, if I get married into such a culture, I am not doing that. No, I'm not gonna have a random man just because you're in the same age group as my husband. I'm not gonna have a random guy come inside and want to have intimacy with me. No, there should be limits. Okay, and I'm not the one to change people's culture. Neither am I the one to talk bad. But I'm just but that's wild. But that's exactly where men wanna be at. Okay, there's another video that I wanted to show you guys. You know what? I'll start like I will be looking for videos that I want to share, and then I'll be putting them in a specific thing, and then I'll be sharing. Maybe, especially if they are not gonna cause copyright issues. uh Devin Joroge says yes, so don't put the conversation on one side. It also means the ladies there are also used to that lifestyle. Wow, I didn't think about that. So don't put yourself in a shoe you can't walk in. So it's a life of people, remember that. Okay, so these ladies also want, okay, if they are consenting and they also want to be in such scenario, yeah. So that's it, because many people get sensitive when you reject one cultural aspect and they might try calling you racist or anything. But no, you can respect a culture, but you don't have to accept everything in it. Yeah. And the thing is, you are also allowed to question your own culture, right? Because culture is made by humans that have different opinions and have errors and are not perfect. Yeah, you know, culture is a way of living. Okay, it's a way of life. How the language is comprises of language, the beliefs, what people believe in. So yeah, I can see that. Wow. Okay, yeah. Okay. So when it comes to you, Devin Joroge, even if let's say there's something that is backward in your culture, would you just follow it just because it's supposed to be there? Would you? So you're not allowed to question. Are you allowed to say, okay, I don't want to do this? Okay. Are you allowed to question, or are you allowed to even have such thoughts like, okay, I don't want to do this. This is not for me. I don't want to do this right now. You know. Yeah, and guys, we are literally also winding up. Yeah, it's been, I think, 3 hours of live streaming. Okay. Mm. So that is because, like, in my culture, meaning my own ethnic culture as a minority, men kiss each other in lips slightly like relatives as a sign of respect, and I don't like that. But you don't have to kiss lips though. Okay, you can do the cheek thing, like the cheeks. That's literally unheard of in my culture. I told you guys yesterday that you're not even allowed to embrace your dad as a girl. Okay, you can do that as a little girl. But the moment you start becoming a young woman, you start developing breast, you cannot hug your father anymore. So I see what you're saying is like, but okay, but you know, I kind of admire that. Like, kissing in the Western culture, especially in Europe, is not considered a big deal. It's just a kiss, like mwah. So that says, yeah, sometimes when relatives try to kiss me, I turn my face so they kiss the cheek. And that's rude. I think they would consider that to be rude because you don't want to do what they want to do or what they are doing. Yeah. Ooh, wow. So I think when it comes to culture, you don't have to agree with everything because not everything is okay, not everything is right. It's also a video that I wanted to show you guys, but I don't know if I'll still find it. So
It's time for this story to get her shit.
ooh, oh god. So Devin Jog says, for me by name, you know my culture. Okay. We come from the same tribe just by looking at your name. It's not specific. Okay. And it's 2020. So what I don't agree with won't pass it down to my kids. So that's how things change. What I agree with, I will keep. What I can't change won't stress myself. Okay. You choose what you want. Okay. That's a nice one. For most people, they are not able to do that because maybe you will get a curse if you don't do it. You have to do it. You know, there's all those type of threatening, like you'll get cursed if you do not do it. Sadas, it's not necessary. It's not specifically lips or cheeks. It's about the kiss. And they weren't upset when I turned my face. They didn't even pay much attention to it. Really? Okay. So, and you don't have to be rude. There's a way you can do it, that like turning my face away to make it clear, so they kiss cheek, not lips. Oh. Okay. And that's a but I feel like I like that tradition. I would literally thrive in that tradition where people embrace each other. You don't fear such things. Like, let me tell you, like curses. Okay. Sometimes I tell my mother that I don't want to have children, and then she's like, "Oh, who's going to take care of you when you're old?" Okay, and maybe I might come one day to see what she's saying. Also, things like dowry. Okay, my mom says that if you don't do that, you will get a curse. Okay, and then she's like, "Oh, you know, the young generation, you guys are getting lost because you don't want to hear. You guys want to lead yourself. But see, it's like, I am not going to do something that is literally barbaric, and I can see it's barbaric and it's behind, just so that like I can keep impressing you guys. And let me tell you, people are not ready for this current generation. People are not ready for us, the Generation Z. We are literally choosing what to do. Okay. For example, recently I've had a relative like who have been contacting me when I'm busy, so I did not pick up the call. They've never had that, like, you're supposed to pick up your call when you get called by a relative. So when you don't do it, it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna curse you. It's like, go ahead, I have not done anything, you know. Yeah, so guys, so is anybody typing? Let me give you guys a few minutes. We are literally winding up. Oh my god, I am loving this. I'm loving this. Wow, it's 1:51 a.m. so I'm going to be sleeping at 2 a.m. But you know what, I think I should start getting ready. Very soon I'll be streaming for like 5 hours, because I'm just getting tired of like showing up slowly and stuff like that. Sadan says, and by the way, speaking of that, all humans share same DNA and are kinda related. Wow, wars are like family feuds basically that turn violent. Wars are like family feuds that turn violent. Really? Didn't know that. That all human beings share the same DNA despite of race and all of that. Really? David says, I don't fear curses, but that culture of a man kissing me. That one will be war because it's not my culture, but I have learned something new. But have you not seen? I think I already knew that, especially like Spanish people is like, let me tell you, my friend, I have a friend, she's German. Her name is Anika, okay? She's German. So the first time that like we started becoming friends, she really liked me. But of course, in my culture, we do not do the I hug, because of course I come from back in the day I was in university, so I knew hugging and embracing is not a big deal, okay? And then she used to like hugging me. Okay, like hugging, of course, that's not a big deal. But she used to like chewing me on the lips, like on the lips. And where we were, people started saying that she wants me, and she's people started saying that she wants me, or she's interested in me and stuff like that. But you know what? It was just basically just a kiss. It was like what you're describing, like a chew, because they do that in Germany. So she didn't see a big deal, and she would just chew me, and everybody was like, "Hey, Wambo, be very careful. She's going to take you." And nothing shocking, but it's since the first murder in the Bible was Cain killing his own brother Abel. Wow. Yeah. Scientists say all humans are 99.9% genetically similar. That 0.01% is a difference in eye color, skin, and hair type. Wow. Says, please what? Okay. But you know what? I think personally, I'm very much interested in those cultures of embracing, because if passing down to the next generation, I don't want a generation where like we think that it's weird for a dad to embrace their daughter. Like, if a dad have such mentality of like he can even think bad things about his daughter, not bad things, but think about his daughters in that light, that's his problem, not the child's problem. Like, why should the children pay by not having that level of connection with their parents, you know? So, Ale! Oh my god, all the way from Arizona. Okay, where have you been? Sadal says, I just mean your skin color is basically just a genetic adaptation to the climate of Africa. But people made a body adaptation a whole problem. Oh, really? But I don't think so. Because if I was okay, I know so, but you know, I've always wondered if how I look right now is a genetic adaptation to how the environment looks like. Why is it that like even when I move to other places or other continents where it's not like Africa, why is it that like my skin color cannot change to become like that? Okay. Ooh, Ale, how is your summer going? I think I've not seen you on the live stream for a whole lot of time. Unless it's because it's only a color adaptation and it's also bone structure and everything. Because it's not only a color adaptation, it's also bone structure and everything. Even the bone structure are an adaptation to my environment. An Asiatic doesn't have bone structure of an African or European. And why is that? Yeah, but the bone structure is different. Okay, so, and I know the whole color adaptation is a thing. Lynn Hendricks, hi. Hi, girl. Good to see you. Wow. That's fascinating. For those joining in, can you like the live stream? So that can say, but maybe I'm wrong. Because, for example, if I sit in the sun a lot, my skin will turn like olive or a bit browner, but let's say a white person would turn red, I guess. I don't know what they would turn. When they sit in the sun, do they turn? No. Oh, yeah, sunburn. Or they can get a... Alice, but who cares? I don't care about your color. You can be also an alien for me unless you're respectful. Okay. Yeah, who cares what that's about? But I think the world cares. Okay, we can say, oh, who cares? The world cares, you know. The world cares. Yeah, we can say all that type of stuff, but I think the world cares how we look, what we are like. Yeah. Okay, and also we are literally winding up. If you're typing something, kindly tomorrow we'll try and maybe do a longer one. Yeah. Okay, Sada says, I think even if we are not paying attention to this whole division, we still notice differences. We still notice differences. And noticing differences are normal. What is not normal is claiming that these differences define your worth. Yeah. Honestly, like we want to sit here and say, okay, it doesn't matter, but it does. Like it matters. Okay, we notice each other's differences. Yeah, maybe when you're next to me, you could be like, oh my God, I saw somebody wondering that black people's this I don't know if they were ignorant or what, but somebody was saying that they thought black people's, what is it called, palm? Oh, this is a palm. That they thought that black people's palm is black. Okay, and then they was just like, oh my God, your palm is not black. Your palm is not black. And your feet are not black on the feet side, like they're not black. So of course we can be surprised and all that type of stuff. Yeah, but at the end of the day, is I think the differences make I don't think they make us stronger, but they make life worth living. Can you imagine if we all looked similar? How would that be like? How can you be homeless in US and sleeping in your car that have never left you? Okay, how can you be homeless sleeping with your car? You know, a car is supposed to be like a sign of richness out here, but now I know better. I know better than that right now. Okay, oh my God. So let me throw this stuff. Oh God, again. Sada says, I think it's impossible to look identical, but it would have been boring. Okay, it's possible to be identical if you have a twin. Yeah, it would have been. Can you imagine if we all look similar? How would we look down on each other now? Because at least right now, everybody feels like they are better than a particular person. Maybe because on the basis of the color of their skin or whatever. At least you have somebody to look down upon, okay? You all can sit there and say, let's look down on one boy, you know? Ale says, I remember you said that you had a lot of people from US claim to be or have been homeless because they slept in their car. Yeah, they said that, like, oh my God, I was going through a very rough patch in my life. At that specific moment, I was going through a very hard time, the hardest time of my life. And then ends with, I was sleeping in my car and I'm like, God, you're homeless sleeping in your car. Out here, when we are homeless, we sleep in the streets. That is, people would confuse their wives or husbands. Okay, wow, that would be wild. Not to mention, how would you know your children, the one that you birthed? Like, no, I like this, the fact that we look different. Yeah, at least we have people to look down upon. We can feel better than somebody, you know. Isn't that the whole purpose of being human? To just feel like you're better than somebody. They would say, like, I have such a hard time as a homeless. I have to sleep in my Tesla. Okay, like, my friend, do you know out here, if you hear somebody saying that they are sleeping in their car, that's a millionaire right there. Okay. Oh, at that time, I was sleeping in my van. I'm like, God, I don't even have a bicycle. I don't have a bicycle, but you're claiming to be homeless sleeping in your car. Wow. You got that part right. Okay, and guys, we are literally winding up. My good name is Ombo. If this is your first time seeing me, keep showing up many more other times. Yeah, I think you're getting somewhere here, and I think I'm getting more regular on the time when to stream. I think so. So what we're gonna do, I hope nobody is typing, or if you're typing, let me give you guys like 2 minutes so we can be able to finish up on that one. It's 2 I think it's, oh my God, it's 2:04 a.m. here. Okay, so in any case, we're gonna show up tomorrow. And guys, when you have questions during the day or something, preserve them. Also, if for some reason, let's say you have something to say, if you have something to say on the live stream, or like you want to come on the screen and maybe say hi, maybe comment on the video before something, before the live stream. I just realized I can't do that. I can't just show up and like have you guys just click on the thing whenever. Oh, I like your streams, though sometimes you are edgy. Some okay, I can be that like that. Okay, but the thing is, as far as you guys keep showing up, which means there's something that I'm doing right, you know. So thank you so much, and you know what? I appreciate you all for always showing up. That really means a lot to me. Yeah. So I think, guys, I'm gonna see. Oh, a ring. Oh, you've watched me for a long time not to ever see that. Okay. So I think, guys, we are literally winding up. I think I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, different situations. So let's have a good conversation tomorrow. Thank you guys for always showing up. And let's remember to keep working harder on ourselves than we do on our jobs. And until next time, guys. Now, because I'm looking at your face. Oh. Okay, now you know. Okay. Okay, so I think you guys, I'm gonna see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Yes. So better questions tomorrow. Yesterday I told you guys today we will have a lot of questions. So tomorrow, more questions, more power to you. Maybe I'll try to start streaming a little bit earlier so that we can have more time. Okay. So until next time, guys. Bye bye.